Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
52 books.
Somebody clip this.
Welcome to Under Two Capes. I'm Jared. I'm here with Teladia Plays. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting Under Two Capes episode.
And we're also here with the oldest man on Earth, Nick from the Phoenix Press. What's up, brother?
You know, Jared, if there was even a 1% chance that this crossover could have happened, we need to treat it like an absolute certainty.
Hell yeah. So before we get started, there's just one disclaimer I want to say. I know the U.S. just had its elections, and we're not going to talk politics on this show. So no one asked me about that.
Yeah,
I have to bring this up. This is not directed at anyone in particular. I'm just saying this for general because a central factor of Comics League is that everyone, no matter your political beliefs or identity or what have you, can enjoy our content.
No matter who you voted for, you're still welcome here.
Yeah, of course, as long as you're not an a-hole. So this was actually a Nick idea. We're going to talk about, because it's confirmed, at least on the comic side, that Keaton and Reeve are in the same continuity. So we thought, what if we did Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice, but with Reeve and Keaton? By the way, and to confirm one more thing, yes, Linda Carter also shows up in this movie as well.
And not only that, but we're pretending, like we're figuring this in as if they had actually done it in real life. So the way we're starting it is basically this movie would come out in 1994. Reeves had his accident in like 95, 96. And we may or may not build it out from there. If we do, we're going to pretend that the accident didn't happen. So, as far as the Batman, like all 4 Superman movies came out, and the Batman and Batman Returns came out, because Batman Returns came out in 92. So we're assuming this is like the Schumacher stuff doesn't happen. Burton may or may not be involved. We can kind of discuss that. But Schumacher is not really in the picture.
Yeah. Brown asked, who would be the director of our BVS? Would it be Donner?
Well, Donner only really directed the first film and a half, so he had been out of the picture for over 10 years at this point.
Tim Burton.
I mean, Tim Burton or somebody else, really.
Zack Snyder.
Nah,
How old was Zack Snyder?
There's no way that would lead to a fantastic movie.
God.
But this is so like Superman Returns, Superman 3 and 4 didn't happen. Isn't everyone happier? So
okay,
yeah, go ahead.
Here's who I would pick. David Fincher.
Ooh, you could do that.
Ooh.
So, in terms of Batman versus Superman, so Nick, why don't you start off our conversation here?
All right. So basically, we're taking the Michael Keaton Batman and the Christopher Reeve Superman, and we're having the actual actors and their actual their actual actors and their continuities are colliding, as well as the Linda Carter Wonder Woman series is at like Linda Carter Wonder Woman by 94 had been off the air for like 14 years, but Linda Carter still could have done Wonder Woman at that point. She was still quite young. So basically you're combining all three of these universes, which honestly, if you look at like the tone of Superman, it could have fit with the Keaton ones, because Metropolis is always the nicer city. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine Batman versus Superman by Michael Bay?
No. No.
In that case, like Selena Kyle, there's always a shot of her stomach. She's wearing a midriff thing.
Also, I love how even Christopher Nolan couldn't help but get a shot of Anne Hathaway's pierced derriere.
I mean, do you blame him?
He is quite the cheeky fellow. I'll give him that.
She's not wearing hockey pads. So
I will say nothing.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Teladia.
I think who should direct it should be Tim Burton. Straight up, right?
All
He
right.
doesn't. I think if you think about it like this, Tim Burton, no, he was going to direct a Superman film anyway, right? If you think about it,
But it wasn't going to be the Reeve Superman. So
but
remember
it wasn't going to be the Reeve Superman. But if you think about that world and everything, I think he would have.
Well, the other funny thing about that is that Batman was supposed to cameo in that movie after Superman dies.
Yeah.
So that would have been kind of funny. So, but anyway.
Okay, so question, who's the villain? Because we could bring back Gene Hackman, Lex Luthor. That's possible.
No.
I want to make this as kind of different from the Snyder BVS as possible, if possible.
Well, the thing is, we could bring back Zod.
Well, Zod was dead. Superman 2. Ha ha!
I mean, superheroes have a habit of coming back from life.
Nah, we're keeping him dead. Now, because remember, this is pre-Death of Superman, the comics. Dead means dead.
All right, so who is the villain of the? Because I want at least one villain from the Superman and Batman side.
Okay, if there's... See, Deathstroke was not really a thing back then, so I can't use him.
He existed.
He existed, but he wasn't as big as he is today. I would have... Now, do we want to go with... now, we could go in two directions with this. A new direction, if you will. You could have... the first direction is have a general DC villain that warrants practically the Trinity. Or we could have a team up of a Batman and Superman villain. Which direction do you guys think?
I think the latter.
Okay.
So, when did Harley Quinn first appear in BTAS?
Let me see. Harley Quinn.
Because depending on the timeline, she could actually appear in this movie.
Harley Quinn debuted in 1992, September 11th, 1992.
So potentially they could bring a live action Harley Quinn this early in if they wanted to.
Okay. But here's the thing, Nick. I want to stay away from the Joker related characters.
Okay.
It's just because that side of Batman is always overused.
You know what they could do? They could have Mr. Freeze and have him be played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, Nick, I got it. Uma Thurman, Poison Ivy, because then you could basically pre-do the Batman Superman fight from Hush. That's what the fight is.
No, Hush is the villain. Oh wait, no. Hush wouldn't appear for another 8 years.
No, but I'm saying do Poison Ivy. But remember the part in Hush where Batman and Superman fight?
Mm-hmm.
That's the Batman versus Superman part. She mind controls Superman.
I had a couple of ideas.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you could do Poison Ivy, but along for the Batman side of it, but you could have Poison Ivy, Bane, right?
Not Bane. We're not doing Bane.
Not that type of Bane. we're going like the wrestler type of Bane.
Oh, the real Bane is.
Teladia, you just opened a huge can of worms. All right, so if we're gonna have a wrestler play Bane in '94, it's Randy Savage.
Yeah, I was about to say Macho Man. Randy Savage plays Bane.
So
there you go.
Ready.
Yeah, but no, he says, Superman, I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
Like '94. Like there are so many wrestlers in their prime, like Lex Luger, Kevin Nash, Razor Ramon. That you have like literally the pick of like it's just like all these wrestlers are in their mother effing. I'm sorry, I'm getting genuinely excited. I'm sorry.
Jason goes, no, do Clayface. You could actually do Clayface.
You could also do. Here's a good one.
3 minutes of Bane time. Yes, Atchison. Yes.
Okay, question. Does Supergirl appear in this movie?
Yes.
See, I say no, because here's why. Too many Kryptonians.
I would argue she at least gets a mention or a phone call.
Ooh, Razor Ramon would be a good Lobo.
Oh God, 94 Razor Ramon as Lobo? Yeah. Sorry,
So,
I'm sorry. I'm really
what I would do, have it where she's still in space, but like he can like contact her on like a space phone or something like that. Now, I assume we're not killing Superman at the end of this movie.
Wait. Back up. When did we get this idea of a space phone? There was no such thing as a space phone.
Jared, I got the perfect solution.
Wait, Teladia. We're talking about a movie universe where a guy can talk to an AI of his father through crystals. Is a space phone really out of the realm of possibility?
Jared, I had the perfect solution for Supergirl.
Yeah.
She's with the Legion.
Oh, there you go. That's even better. Because the Legion exists at this point.
Like Batman says, I mean, the Legion existed in the 60s, but still. Batman says to Superman, "Hey, don't you have a cousin you can follow on? Oh, she's with the Legion. I can't contact her."
Oh, yeah. I got another good villain that we could use.
Who?
Two-Face, Harvey Dent, and we
now,
use what's his name?
Harvey Two-Face.
No, Billy D. Williams.
Harvey Dent.
No, but that's his name in the movie. They call him Harvey Two-Face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So anyway, so we picked. I assume we're relatively going with Poison Ivy.
I'm thinking the Superman villain should work with Poison Ivy to control Superman.
Yeah, exactly. But
Lex Luthor hires Poison Ivy or something. Like he works with her.
Again, but do we have to use Lex?
I mean, we don't have to.
Parasite.
Parasite.
I'm trying to configure these all into like a working story. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like I'm trying to actually make a story out of this. That's my thing.
We could do Parasite weaken Superman so Poison Ivy can take over his body. Can like mind control him.
I mean, in that case, Parasite and Hugo Strange.
Hey,
that's a good one.
By the way, I gotta give credit for Atkinson for bringing up Hugo Strange because I could see Hugo Strange working we're working with Parasite to take down Superman or something.
And Poison Ivy.
Robin Williams plays Hugo Strange.
Yep, I agree with that. We're not going to do Dracula. But, so...
That would suck.
Yeah, Jesus. It's Morbin time.
Oh, God, I hate you.
You're welcome. So, so the overall plot of this film. So, now... I think throughout the movie we'll allude to other superheroes that exist, particularly a certain Amazon in Washington, D.C. / Boston, because that's around where the show takes place. And at this point, she's existed for like decades, because I think the first episode takes place in World War II, if I remember correctly.
The final villain,
yeah, go ahead,
is a Hugo Strange hopped up on Superman's powers.
Okay, and I'm gonna say this: Superman's not dying at the end of this movie. No, we're not doing that.
No. If we're doing the kryptonite spear, he tosses it to Linda Carter.
Well, we're not doing the kryptonite spear at all because I'm trying to keep this as separate from Zack Snyder's perfect movie as possible. Yes, I'm saying that.
So it's revealed that Michael Keaton has a kryptonite ring, and he got it when Superman first appeared. Well,
what we can do. What we can do as a flashback is show that he's been monitoring every superhero on Earth, and he has contingency plans for all of them. Tower of Babel.
And Don Wesley Slip is part of this universe.
Yes, there you go. So what we do is we discover that that's why he has like the kryptonite stuff. When Lex went to prison, Bruce Wayne stole a sliver of kryptonite and made the ring out of it.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, what about bare knuckles? Kryptonite bare knuckles.
Like in Hush the movie?
Yeah. Because
I think the ring
I like the ring more.
because it's easier to hide.
And Teladia, it was a ring in the Hush comic as well. Not it wasn't like fisticuffs.
But mind you, bare knuckles were popular back in the 90s, though.
Yeah, but the ring kind of works better for Batman.
Yeah, because the ring is a lot easier to conceal. Plus, like, have it in a little lead case. Superman can't see he has one in one of his Rob Liefeld style pouches.
Liefeld style pouches. That's great. I love that. And then at one point, we can have John Wesley Shipp drop a Lois Lame joke. Yes, I'm obliging that all the scripts in my cinematic universe must include one character calling Lois Lane Lois Lame.
No. It's like you flash forward to Central City and you see John Wesley Shipp. He's reading the Daily Planet and he says, "Well, that's lame."
Yes, exactly. There you go. Right there. So
the Flash is the Flash of our universe. We're all combining it.
Yeah, John Wesley Shipp is the Flash of this universe. Who would be Green Lantern?
By the way, that means Mark Hamill's a trickster.
There you go. Who would be Green Lantern? I assume we're talking about. See, we're talking about the 90s.
Steven Seagal. Actually, no, Tom Cruise.
Yeah. I was about to say, can't we just do Tom Cruise for Green Lantern? So
then
we retcon it. So Top Gun is Hal Jordan's origin movie.
No, you can't. You really can't.
Yes, I can.
Why?
No,
yeah, he was active at the time.
Why not?
But he was even though he was popular, but I think he'd be too popular for Green Lantern.
Who cares if he's too popular?
I don't know. He really didn't enter superstardom until like Mission Impossible is really when he really started blow up. Like he was popular. He was a big star, but he wasn't a superstar until I'd say the late 90s.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's Hal Jordan. And we can tie this into Top Gun. Top Gun is
also it's our universe, and we see what goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're already in a universe where Reeve does not have his accident. The universe will conform to our rules. We are multiversal powers in this.
So
thing.
what you're saying is
you're the Watcher.
Reality can be no. Teladia, I got this good joke. Reality can be whatever we want.
Yes, exactly. So
we have the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, and we're going to retcon that Top Gun is the Hal Jordan part, and we're going to add a post-credit scene where he's in the hangar looking at his plane, then all of a sudden the Green Lantern ring shows up in front of him.
So the hierarchy of the DC universe in the 90s is about to change.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's not in this. Black Adam's not in this.
Oh, if we do have Black Adam, we should have Dwayne Johnson play him.
There's no way that would ever work.
No.
Terms of, so who would be our fifth Justice League? Let's have five superheroes at the moment.
Okay, I want Martian Manhunter played by Denzel Washington.
Ooh,
bro, that is an excellent pick. For
I got a good one.
Who else?
Samuel L. Jackson, Martian Manhunter.
I'm Martian MFer.
Okay. I'm just gonna say I prefer my pick, but Sam Jackson works as well.
Either way would be fine. Let's just say we'll just refer to him as John Jones and not specify which actor, because both of those work great.
Okay. Jon Stewart is played by Will Smith.
But I think we'll stick to only having Hal Jordan.
But you got to admit, the Will Smith, especially in the 90s, would have been perfect for Jon Stewart.
Denzel as Jon Stewart.
But come on, the Men in Black, Independence Day era Will Smith. He's basically playing Jon Stewart.
So you're telling me whenever someone talks crap about Hawker, he can go, "Get my wife's name out of your mouth"? He summons a giant green hand, just slaps him.
No. Imagine he's Green Lantern and he punches Sinestro and he's like, "Welcome to Earth."
All right, you know what? Yeah, for that joke alone, we'll go with that. But anyway, so we have that. But there is no Justice League yet. This is the one thing we're going to keep, is that a lot of the superheroes know each other exists, but there's no collaboration yet. It's like essentially Superman goes, "I don't go into Gotham. That's the Bat's territory. I just know it's being taken care of." That's that.
Mm-hmm.
The only characters that do cross over is Linda Carter and Christopher Reeve for
real
obvious
talk.
reasons.
Real talk. Yes.
Oh,
Michael J. White, especially that era of Michael J. White, is perfect.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I changed my mind.
That's way better. That is way better. Hell,
Spawn
yes.
come out in 94.
Yeah, that would be. So technically, you could say Spawn is in the DC multiverse.
Let's not go there.
I see you guys using the old ways. Yes, we are.
Michael J. White as Jon Stewart is, oh my god, especially like that era. I mean, he can still do it now, but then, yes. Oh god, I want to curse so bad, but I'm not going to.
You can't.
Nick, you can curse in the private chat. Curse in the private chat. But I think that what they could do. Now the main villain's going to be Hugo Strange, and we can say he brings in like a couple of other like heroes like Poison Ivy to mind control Superman, and he starts having Superman like commit crimes to discredit the superheroes.
Yeah.
And RTP, I don't see that. I do not see
Tommy Lee Jones as Hal Jordan.
No, I don't see that.
I mean,
I could see Jack Black as Hal Jordan.
All right. Let me cook for a second. Tommy Lee Jones as Rick Flag Sr.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that. So anyway, to the plot. So the way I see it is Hugo Strange wants to take down the superheroes. So he starts by attacking the public image. So he has Poison Ivy. So Pamela, since this is taking place after Batman Returns, obviously we haven't gotten the introduction of Poison Ivy. So, Bruce Wayne does not know who Poison Ivy is, or like the world doesn't know. So I figure she's at least a famous botanist that Clark Kent, that Hugo Strange arranges for Clark Kent to interview, and Clark shows up. Because obviously Hugo Strange knows who all of the superheroes are in their civilian lives, and Isley like bewitches him, if you will.
Jared.
Yeah.
So the way he recruits Poison Ivy is he comes out of the shadows and he says, "Hi, I'm Hugo Strange, and I'm here to talk to you about the Injustice League Initiative."
Or or as they were called around this time, the Injustice Gang. That's what they were. I kid you not. That's what they were called back then. Which it sounds like one of those old movies where like, come on, gang.
I mean, Legion of Doom. They should just be the Legion of Doom.
Just call it. Yeah, exactly. At least that sounds cool. Injustice Gang.
Yeah, because calling themselves like the Injustice League or the Injustice Gang just sounds like a weird inverse of Justice League. Calling them Legion of Doom kind of makes them their own group. And
they obviously have the Darth Vader headquarters.
Meanwhile, the Legion of Doom.
Crown Destroyer Sharon Stone is Power Girl. Yeah, I could see that.
No.
You can't say Sydney Sweeney. She's not born yet.
I'm trying to think of her name, the Baywatch woman.
Pamela Anderson.
Pamela Anderson is Power Girl.
That's great.
Come on, 90s Pamela Anderson.
Yes, but
I
think it'd be too hot.
B.D. Wong's Hugo Strange. You're about 20 years too early on that one, sir.
Another one. Another character. David Hasselhoff as Lex Luthor.
Well, no. Gene Hackman would do it because it's the same universe.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I would recast just for that. Hey, what's up, KR? So the way
my thing is Matthew. No, I think Matthew Perry is a little bit too old to be playing Jimmy Olsen.
Kyle Rayner.
James Marsden.
No. Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry as Kyle Rayner, I can see it.
Lucy Lawless as Big Barda.
Yes.
Yes.
Only because Gina Carano is not available.
Yes, that is excellent.
Yes.
Brown says Sharon Stone can act, but Pamela cannot act.
Yeah, but Pamela Anderson has two very big reasons.
Pamela Anderson is Cat Grant. Nick, there's a scene in Superman Brainiac when this is when Supergirl first meets Cat Grant. She looks at her chest and goes, "Why do I X-ray a bunch of silicon coming from your?" And then Clark cuts her off. Mel Gibson is Hal Jordan.
The era Mel Gibson? I could see it.
That could actually work. Topher Grace is Jimmy Olsen. No.
I mean, maybe, because like that Century Show premiered in 97, so maybe.
But anyway, plot. Let's discuss the plot.
Yeah, let's talk about the plot.
Now, the idea is, so they discredit Superman because Superman is like the ideal superhero. In other words, he's the one.
Oh, wait, real quick.
That
Poison Ivy played by Gillian Anderson.
Who is that again?
Scully.
Okay, but anyway, back to the plot. So they want to discredit the superheroes. So like they have Superman like do the will of Lex Luthor, played by Gene Hackman, yes, instead of David Hasselhoff.
Hey, we don't want to hassle the Hoff.
I know.
You don't hassle the Hoff, bro.
Hasselhoff is Dr. Fate.
Oh, God! Oh, my God!
I don't see it.
I don't see it, but, like, as a joke...
Hasselhoff is Nightwing!
Alright, I am no longer part of Comics League.
I had to. But
I like Barry Allen's suggestion of Brad Pitt as Aquaman.
That would work, actually.
Because, like, Brad Pitt's career was just starting to take off. Because, like, I think this is around the time of Thelma Louise. Like, that was his first big role. He wasn't, like, the megastar he would later
Does that
become.
mean that Angelina Jolie plays Mira? I could see her playing Mira, honestly.
I am trying not to make the obvious joke because you don't want me to anymore.
But, dude, I can actually see Angelina Jolie playing Mira.
No, actually, I got you one better, sir.
Who?
So they want to bring in Catwoman, but Michelle Pfeiffer isn't available. So they recast her with Angelina Jolie.
I could see, but would she have chemistry with Michael Keaton? Because Keaton's playing Batman. That's kind of important. This. Oh, we could still have Momoa play Aquaman. We could still have Momoa play Aquaman.
No,
like, have you seen Momoa during his Baywatch era? He looks so
Yo, can we do that?
Oh, I got a better one. What if we have Momoa as young Aquaman and Dolph Lundgren as the older Aquaman?
No. Dolph Lundgren has to play the King of Zebul. There's no way that
Dolph Lundgren could also play Bane.
The woman who played Lois Lane and Lois the Clark would make a good Catwoman. Terry Hatcher?
No.
She's too annoying to play Catwoman. She's perfect as Lois Lane.
Gina Davis as Lois Lane. Well, the thing is, Margot Kidder would still be considered for Lois Lane in this scenario. And I'm sorry, Margot Kidder is iconic as Lois. I wouldn't.
But wait, let's have Lois not be in this movie, because remember, she went on a leave of absence in Superman 3, so we're taking that precedence. We'll take that plot point.
So we're bringing back in Lana?
No, we're not, because remember, Superman has to end up with Diana. So we're leaving. So we're getting rid of Lois for obvious reasons, because Superman movies are always better without Lois Lane. And so essentially what we have is, so Wonder Woman shows up because she hears of Superman committing crime, and she goes, that can't be right. So we get a Wonder Woman versus Superman fight, kind of like Justice League Mortal. What'd you have to say, Nick?
Okay, so you're opening an opportunity for me. So if Lois Lane isn't in here, it leaves an opening for a reporter. Let's bring back Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale, who did survive Batman 89.
Yep, there you go.
And I got a better idea. Lana Lang and Vicky Vale.
I mean, the actress who played Vicky Vale, but no, Teladia, this is in the same continuity as the 1989 movie.
What I mean is Vicky Vale meets Lana Lang. And remember, in the universe, Lana Lang worked worked at Daily Planet in Superman 3. Remember?
Yeah, she was Perry's assistant at the end.
Okay.
So
I mean, you want to bring
that'll be a small plot point. I can't bring up so many plot points.
I think for Lana Lane's character, it'd basically be a glorified cameo in that regard.
yeah.
That's it. She'd be like, "Oh, hey, Clark, it's good to see you again."
Brown, if we're doing this in the same year as 89, so if possible, we bring in Kim Basinger, who played Vicky Vale in 89.
Yep, exactly. So then, what else? So Wonder Woman shows up, and maybe she like wraps Superman the lasso of truth to like break him out of that and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how we get Superman out. Now, how do we get a Batman versus Superman fight?
It's because of the mind control of Poison Ivy. I mean, you pretty much set it up pretty easily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I got it. Batman fights Superman and manages to hold his own, but it's kind of going against him. And this is the introduction of Wonder Woman. Superman knocks Batman back and is about to punch him in the head or something like that. And all of a sudden, he's wrapped in the lasso of truth. And you hear dun 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 dun. You basically hear the Wonder Woman theme.
Oh, I got you one better. So him and Diana have started to date through the movie, and then at the they start developing feelings because at the beginning it's revealed that Lois was fired from the planet for plagiarism.
Mm-hmm. Yes, attack her credibility. I like it.
and so he starts dating, like, Diana Prince like shows up or whatever. We can have General Lane here, played by James Woods if you want.
James Woods is General Lane. Yeah, I would like that. That would actually work really well.
Either that or Sam Elliott.
Did you know James Woods played Owlman in Justice League Crisis on Two Earths?
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's really cool. Oh, and Keanu Reeves is Kyle Rayner. Yes.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
And you're breathtaking.
At one point, Kyle Rayner has to do the Matrix move where like he goes backwards.
Okay, we have to have Patrick Swayze as Hal Jordan.
All right. Yeah, we'll go with that.
By the way, having Patrick Swayze as Hal Jordan and Keanu Reeves as Kyle Rayner, that would be quite a point break, wouldn't it?
Oh, but by the way, we're gonna mention this right now, guys. There will be no Wonder Bat or Wonder Borg in this universe.
Nope. It's just Super Wonder in there.
Cyborg is still a member of the Teen Titans, so that's not even.
At this point, he's not on the league. That wasn't like a thing until the new.
That wouldn't happen for like another 20 years. So like you're way early on that one.
I know, but there'll be people
but the shepherds will say it. But Cyborg does not even show up in this movie, so we're all good. So then essentially, so Wonder Woman snaps him out, and then they discover the whole. By the way, B.D. Wong did play Hugo Strange in Gotham.
Yeah, that's what I said to Brown. Like, you're about 20 years too early on that one, sir.
Yeah. So essentially, the hero snaps Superman out and start to figure out what's been going on. Then they discover that like Hugo Strange has been recruiting a legion. By the way,
a legion of his own.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie is Hawkgirl.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I could see that.
I can see that. Yeah.
Particularly this era, Angelina Jolie, she's tough enough to play Hawkgirl. I'm good with that. So Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman show up at the facility. Batman has a gun because this is Michael Keaton's Batman, and then someone goes, and then Superman goes, "Where does he get all these wonderful toys?"
Oh, I have another one. So what if Green Arrow was played by Brad Pitt, and then you could have Black Canary played by Angelina Jolie?
Okay, so then what else? So this is when the Flash and Green Lantern show up to help because because the Trinity is like outnumbered. Now, who's on the Legion of Doom?
Okay, so we want to mix up Batman, Superman villains. Okay, Trickster is going to be the Joker character.
Yeah. Cheetah for Wonder
Nope.
Woman's villain. Let's just go with that.
Okay.
Lex Luthor, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gene Hackman. Nuclear Man. No.
We don't acknowledge
Destroy Superman now.
No, someone suggests using Nuclear Man, but he's like, no, not again.
No. Yes, exactly. Everyone's like, no, trust me, that didn't turn. Well, actually, no. Nuclear Man does not exist yet because Superman 4 didn't happen.
Wait. When did we decide that?
We decided it after this takes place after Superman 2. Remember?
No. This takes place in '94. Superman 4 happened.
Oh, okay. I was a little confused, but yeah. So someone suggests that, and Lex goes, "Trust me, that's a bad idea."
Yeah.
Let's see.
We could have Catwoman be there and have her switch sides.
We could do that. Like they capture Batman, and Catwoman essentially releases him, and then they like undermine the Legion.
What about Bronze Tiger?
I don't think he was that big of a thing back then.
He never was. He's very much a D-list character.
Sinestro, obviously, because Green Lantern, and he's about the only Green Lantern villain that exists about that.
Brown Destroyer.
Peacemaker does not exist in this universe. and if someone suggests that, no, I'm not putting Peacemaker in there.
Oh God, yes, Johnny Dome, yes.
All right, we can have Solomon Grundy played by the Undertaker.
Oh God, yes. Sorry, I'm giddy. I'm getting giddy.
So
You're getting excited, guys. You're getting.
Of course, Tom Hanks as Sinestro. Not digging that. We all know that Mark Strong with a time machine has to play Sinestro.
No.
Yes, he invents a time machine, goes back in time just so he can play Sinestro.
No.
Yes, that's what happens. There you go. Yes, that's the way it works. And then
Jerry Ryan as Star Sapphire.
Who is Jerry Ryan again?
7 of 9.
Okay. I can kind of see that.
Oh, wait.
If we're gonna recast Perry White, can we have William Shatner play Perry White? He goes, Clark, I need you to get the story into me on time.
I mean, 94, like that's kind of during his Boston legal days. He was still a pretty active actor, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then Professor Charles Xavier shows up. I'm just kidding.
No, I got you one better.
What?
James Spader as Perry White.
Okay.
Ultron.
Okay, I kind of like that. So they.
By the way, did you know that James Spader and William Shatner were co-stars in Boston Legal?
Oh, okay. So
oh God!
So the heroes win. Christopher Walken is the Brainiac in this universe.
Christopher Walken was Maxwell Shrek in Batman 2.
Maxwell. No, Johnny Dome. We're not doing politics. Sorry.
Because Shrek was killed, but you could just say he survived if you want.
No, we could say he has a twin brother who's really Maxwell Lord.
Yeah.
Or that's what you thought was happening, but it was actually in the witness protection program.
Jared, you're getting okay. No.
Sorry, had to. And so let's see what else. So the movie ends. The movie should end. So they decide they need to team up because they could. Because they couldn't defeat the Legion by themselves, and there'll be another villain. So the last shot of the movie is Batman pulls a sheet and it reveals a table. The camera pans up on the table and it has just JL on it.
Okay.
Justice League.
By the way, who's playing Cheetah in this movie?
Cheetah, that's a good question. What's a good active actress from that time period?
Oh God.
Hey, what's up,
Gillian Anderson could do it. She's got the
Adriana Palicki.
No, she was. Dear God, she was like.
By the way, I watched. So you know what I watched recently? Actually, yesterday, the Aquaman TV pilot movie thing with Justin Hartley. She plays a killer mermaid in that.
Yeah.
It actually was not that bad, by the way. Oh, Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, I could see that as she's Cameron Diaz is surprisingly a decent actress.
Mm-hmm.
She was in The Mask.
Now, would you bring? In that case, can we bring back the Riddler?
Poison Ivy, but played by Liv Tyler.
Ooh, I could see her playing Poison Ivy. That actually would work out really well. Go figure.
90s Liv Tyler.
Cameron Diaz is Supergirl. I could actually see that, but this exists in the same universe where Helen Slater is Supergirl. Remember, we're not recasting any actors that already have a role in this universe.
See, in '94, The Rock was active. The Rock didn't really blow up until 97, 98 till the Attitude Era kicked off.
So Black Adam shows up, played by The Rock, and then The Rock says, "You're all about to be destroyed," and then Flash goes, "Easy, Scorpion King."
Dude, that's like 10 years too early.
That's too early.
Who would be Batgirl?
We wouldn't do Batgirl would be too soon.
No, Dina Meyer.
No, but you need a Robin, remember?
No.
Okay.
We'll play with this.
The thing you gotta realize is, in this universe, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin don't happen.
Yeah, and Teladia, according to the Birds of Prey TV show, that was Huntress. Well, actually, Huntress also will be played by the same actress from...
I would say Dina Meyer might work because remember she was in Starship Troopers, so and so she was pretty active in this era. So I give that a maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no Robin. We're not going to go with Robin. Or if he's Robin, he's Nightwing at this point. Just go with that and
the thing is, Damian Wayans was supposed to play him, and his cast with Chris O'Donnell, so we're not really even beholden to either choice. So we can essentially just cast our own Robin.
Dick Grayson is played by Tom Cruise.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay, I could see that. That. He's playing Nightwing. I could go with that.
You gotta realize this was like his growing pains era, and so and he's not that big of a star. This is pre-Titanic. So yes, he could very much play a role like Robin. And then eventually become Nightwing.
Yep, I like that. And Jason Todd is not a character yet, and so neither is Tim Drake. So it's only to Grayson. Okay, that makes sense. Now, who is the villain that we set up for Justice League 2 as a post-credit scene? Because I vote Mongol. Because Mongol was, by the way, technically in Superman Returns in the video game. The very underrated game.
Yes, I know what you're on about, Jared. I know exactly what you're on about.
No, what it is.
Yeah, but Tevia, we just said that we're not beholden to either one. We just said that.
It's Brainiac, and it's revealed in Superman 3 that actually was Brainiac in Superman 3.
And then the last shot, he says, "So Superman lives."
Oh God.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think, would actually make a really, I had it in my head, then it flew away.
It happens to 1 in 5 podcasters.
Oh my God.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mongol. Nah. The Rock is Mongol.
Nick Cage is Metallo, actually, I could see.
Hey, that actually works.
That's cooking, I will say.
I like Nick Cage's Metallo.
Okay, who plays Amanda Waller in this universe?
Nope, because
Angela Bassett?
I don't want Amanda Waller anywhere near my DC universe. If I were in charge of DC, she would not be in there. Go ahead.
So if we were gonna go for Mongol, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we need someone big, right?
Sylvester Stallone.
No.
No, he was big.
Yeah. Let's
Okay. I'm good. Yes, go.
I was gonna say someone bold, someone big, and someone. I would say someone that's in the wrestling industry. I would think Goldberg as Mongol, Imagine that, right?
So basically, what you're telling me is that we created the DC WWE cinematic universe.
Teladia, I'm just gonna disagree with you on that one.
Okay.
Oh, Chuck Norris is Mongol.
I like Chuck Norris, but he's a little bit too small to play Mongol. See, because Mongol is like your big villain, and you need a name. And I think Sylvester Stallone fits because he's a big dude. He's actually a good actor, and in the '90s, he was kind of at the height of his fame. So casting him as Mongol would be a really big deal.
Hal Jordan is battling Mongol and says, "Does anyone ever tell you look like Rambo?"
Plus, as tempting as it is to cast wrestlers for everything, I don't want to fill a movie with wrestlers. That won't work.
That would be hilarious. I'm telling you, we created the WWE DC Cinematic Universe.
I mean, we're basically just making Justice League as made by WWE films.
Which it would be a crappy WWE movies because those.
I mean, if that's the case, John Cena would be playing the Invisible Man,
and he wouldn't even be in the movie. Because I'm sorry, I watched a couple of those WWE like movies and they suck.
Did you see the Marine?
Yeah, I saw the Marine. Like I think I saw the Marine 2 or 3. It was the one with the
Miss.
No, it was the one with the redhead.
Eva
You
Marie.
have any idea how little that narrowed it down?
But Becky Lynch. That's the one. I saw that one, and I was like, "Oh, this sucks. None of these people are good actors." It's talking about a wrestler. You guys see the Absolute Superman comics? They have the WWE is making comics now through DC.
Oh,
you mean
okay.
AEW? Yeah.
Yeah, AEW. I think Steve Austin movie, The Condemned, was a fun action movie. I don't know if we're talking about Steve Austin, but okay.
And we're talking about wrestlers, so bringing up Steve Austin is fair.
Yeah. Who would Tom Hanks be? I don't think he has to be anyone.
He would be the Atom. He would be the Atom because then he could be big.
And he was saying, "Reach for the sky."
No. He would be the toy maker.
Hey, so we could say you got a friend in me.
Yes.
If I were in charge of DC, what I would do, this would be the hilarious part. I would legit, have when we first see the introduction of Toyman. Do you know? It's heavy. We're not casting Tom Hardy. Remember, whenever there's a shot that like establishes the villain, they always play music. When we first see the Toyman in his workshop, it's playing "You Got a Friend in Me."
Oh, I just have
and then the movie gets copyright struck by Disney.
No, Jared, I got a good one. Right, Tim Allen as Brainiac.
No, I'm not going with that one. I don't like that one.
Okay.
Robin Williams as the Creeper.
Okay. Or let me cook. Robin Williams as the Riddler, as is originally what the plan.
No, but at this point, remember, what's the word? Jim Carrey is already the Riddler at this point.
No. Remember, we're agreeing that Forever and Return of Batman and Robin didn't come out and never existed.
Okay, yeah, we can go with that. That works. And yeah, so that's what I think we'll go with. So that's the movie. Now the one for Justice League, don't do Darkseid, just do Starro. Just do the first issue with Starro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
That's what I would do.
I can just see the movie poster recreating the first issue of
If James Gunn's Justice League movie does not have Starro as the villain, recreating that cover with all the actors, what is even the point?
I mean, James Gunn kind of already used Starro for his. I'm sorry, you having Starro being Suicide Squad was so stupid.
Yeah. And you have it where Bloodsport is supposed to be this expert marksman and is shooting at Starro, but can't hit him in the eye.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That is complete BS. So,
you know, I gotta say, not having Deadshot in that movie was really a slap in the face.
Yeah, that entire movie is the slap in the face. Who would play Scarecrow in this universe? Hey, what's up, Jahit? And Jahit, you have the link, so Scarecrow.
There's Steve Buscemi.
I could see that. That would actually work.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna do on
Steven
left
Seagal as Vandal Savage.
Can we just keep Vandal Savage like at 50? Can we keep Steven Seagal like a million miles away from any movie? Nick Cage as Vandal Savage or a Scarecrow.
Nick Cage is Scarecrow.
Yes.
Nick Cage is Scarecrow. Yes, because he could be as zany and crazy as he wants to be. That's the Scarecrow. Let's see.
Michael Marsden as Parasite.
Who's Michael Marsden?
He's Reservoir Dogs.
Didn't see it.
He
was the Species. Yes, I know who this is.
I mean, he did the stuck in the middle with you scene where like cut a guy's ear off. I mean, come on.
No, I only know him from Species, and yes, I would definitely go with that one. That would work.
Okay, question: if we were to have John Travolta play a role, who would it be?
And
we have instead of playing Black Lightning, he plays Grease Lightning.
Yeah. Black Mask. I think he should play a mobster because of Punisher.
He would be a campier Black Mask, but it could work.
And you know what? If let's say he was still acting around this point around today, I would do Under the Red Hood and have him be Black Mask because he technically was hunted by the Punisher.
Oh, I got one for you, Jared. John Travolta as Maxwell Lord.
Okay,
yes.
And then Linda Carter snaps his neck. Because no one cares about killing in this universe because Michael Keaton's a mass murderer in this universe.
Kurt Russell plays Rick Flag Jr.
Ooh.
Yes, he would be quite the soldier.
Kavari says, did you all react to Zazov's plans to transform WB Games into yeah, okay, so we'll talk about that in a second. And Tavia, we talked about Cheetah. So, all right, you know what? Let's transition to our Q&A, and let's start with Kavari's question. So, one of the things that so Zaslav recently was talking about a lot of the game stuff, and he said that, like, for WB Games, the priority, he listed franchises that would be priority. One of them is Hogwarts Legacy for obvious reasons. The second would be, and this is his wording, DC Comics and Batman.
Particularly
Batman. Well, the thing is, you don't make the best-selling game of 2023 and not want to capitalize on it.
Yeah, but so I think this means we're getting more Batman games.
Yeah.
Also, Harry Potter Batman crossover. Anyone?
Hey, Batman has had a wand this entire time.
You're a wizard, Bruce.
Jared, a lot of people don't realize is that people are still sleeping on that Wonder Woman game, right? Because they've changed it. Because if you remember, they changed the website slightly, the colors to match the Wonder Woman colors. So, is that a hint of the gearing up for an announcement of some sort at the Game Awards? Who knows? But I think what WB is doing, I think they're going to give like Rocksteady Batman anyway. But I think other studios will get different DC IPs. I think the reason why he said Batman is because of the failure of Suicide Squad, and also the recent failure with Multiverses also flopping as well. That's another
and
project.
Also the overperformance of by overperformance, I mean good performance of Arkham Shadow. So it's like, if everything other than Batman, because here's the thing, and people always bring up, why do we constantly get Batman games? And it just got very hot in here. Hey, what's up, boys?
Flame on. How's everybody doing?
What's up?
So yeah, so the thing about this with the whole Batman thing, with the whole Batman games thing, is one of the things I was thinking about, Jay Heat. It's like, because I hear all the time people are like, why don't we get other games for other characters other than Batman? And I'm like, because you buy Batman games. That's why he sells.
I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
The thing is,
go ahead.
Him focusing on Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, I find kind of odd, because Lord of the Rings games had such success in the past, like the Shadows of Mordor series, but they've also had recent failures with Gollum. So like that is something they could make work.
Wait.
Game of Thrones is. Oh, Teladia?
I was going to say, Lord of the Rings is no longer with Warner Brothers. Because they lost the rights to it. It's at Amazon apparently.
Oh,
so that's why they meant Game of Thrones. So I think that's why they pivot to Game of Thrones.
Because that's basically WB's Lord of the Ringsy project. Let's be real.
Essentially, yeah.
And yeah, real talk. They're making another Batman game. Because Batman games sell, and it's less of a risk than doing like a Superman game. Let me put it this way. If this Wonder Woman game comes out and does not perform well, that's it. It's just going to be Batman games. So if you guys want games other than Batman, you got to play that Wonder Woman game. Even if you don't like Wonder Woman.
I think they're waiting till they're closer to release to really like show the game or whatever. I think they're trying to avoid like showing anything too early to kind of get bad impressions. Like I think this is a game like they want to do it right. They want to make sure it's good, which is why they haven't talked about it. That's my theory anyway. That's my hope.
Well, yeah, because remember they released a gameplay trailer for Suicide Squad, like I think it was like a year or so before the game came out, and that's what killed a lot of hype.
They delayed it for a year. They literally delayed it for a year.
They delayed it 2 years. They delayed it. So because I remember talking about it on my channel, it was like it was supposed to come out in 2022. Never came out, but they had gameplay in 2021. And Gotham Knights was supposed to come out in 2021, but that got delayed to 2022. So it's like they announced games way too early, and it was like now it's the waiting game.
Actually, Tavia, the last Batman game was Arkham Shadow, so that's not correct. Yeah. Anyway, how do you guys feel? We're not talking about the Mass Effect series right now, which
no.
I'm going to say this. It's cool that we're getting a Mass Effect live action series. That's the thing I'll say about that. Actually, Embracer Group Gaming Company bought the Lord of the Rings IP.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was about to say Suicide Squad was delayed. Yeah, but my point is, it's like, I think they're taking the lesson from Suicide Squad to Nick's point and saying, let's wait until we have a solid release date and then wait like, let's say a month or two before it comes out, before we release a trailer. Just that way there's less time for people to like freak out about it.
Yeah, we'll probably do what they did with Fallout 4, because I don't remember. They revealed the game, then 3 months later they released it. And like it was a pretty solid hype train from reveal to launch. It gave people enough time to like save up or whatever. But yeah, that was like a bang, bang, bang kind of situation.
Yeah, that's right.
And before we move on to our next topic, Brown Destroyer, I believe this is what you said, what's my opinion on Chris Evans returning for Deadpool and Wolverine. I was surprised. I didn't think he actually come back to reprise the role, so that was a genuine surprise for me. But I'll probably go into more detail on an official review for the channel. I just hadn't a chance to set anything up because that's going to be a collaborative stream. I just hadn't had the right date to settle it, so TBH on that. As for the Penguin and the Batman Telltale game, it's different. It's different. Yes, he's essentially a pawn of Lady Arkham the entire time, but it was different. So I didn't have too much. I didn't have too much.
By the way, Tevia asked. So Nick, did you hear that Star Wars that the 3 new Star Wars movies are going to be written by Simon Kinberg?
I mean, honestly, at this point, Disney announces so much stuff that later ends up not happening. It just goes over my head.
Oh, come on, Nick. Don't be a Dark Phoenix. Come on.
I see what you did there.
I've been waiting for this joke.
I am a not caring Phoenix right now.
Not caring Phoenix.
Because the Rey movie's not going to come out. The Mandalorian Grogu movie probably will. Dave Filoni has a 50-50 shot. Literally everything else, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, but the new trilogy is going to fail if it comes out. Yeah, because I think Star Wars under Disney is too damaged to recover, honestly, at this point.
Like, Skeleton Crew doesn't... It looks like it looks like a rant and generic sci-fi show with Star Wars just slapped on the
That's
title.
what it is. It's the same thing of the Halo show when they make a generic show, or rather a Justice League, a Halo... a Mass Effect show and just slap the Halo label on it.
I don't want that show to have anything to do with the Mass Effect brand. Me personally, now this is just my personal opinion on this. I believe if you want to do Mass Effect 5 to rekindle some momentum from Andromeda, go ahead. But if Dragon Age Vanguard is anything to go by, just leave it alone. Don't even try to run off nostalgia. Just leave it alone.
Well, the problem with Mass Effect, it is heavily tied not just the Shepard, but also the Normandy crew. Like, Andromeda was an attempt to, like, oh, we have a whole new galaxy, whole new thing. And to be fair, that game was failed mostly by the execution rather than the setup, I'd say.
That is true.
I enjoyed it for the most part.
Yeah, I might do a separate playthrough now that I finished the main trilogy. I might do a playthrough of Andromeda to kick off the new year. I haven't decided yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think
Tevia,
sorry,
we haven't we don't necessarily talk about Star Trek here. I mean, I like it, but it's not anything I really cover, so we're not going to go with that. Why not have Batman Arkham franchise be the main universe and other heroes come in? They did do that. It's called Suicide Squad. Kill the Justice League.
Yes,
I think that was a too much too soon kind of scenario. Like it would be one thing if you did a Batman Arkham game and you mention Superman, you mention the Justice League, or just have them show up and say, "Hey, we exist," and then slowly kind of integrate it. But they just did it's a universe now, and Batman shows up for 5 minutes, and Harley Quinn shoots him in the head.
Now, Nick, even you have to admit this. There were some Easter eggs referencing other characters in the wider DC lore, but there was no cameos or nothing like that. There were a few Easter eggs if you knew where to look.
Yeah, but it's a lot different than Wonder Woman shows up for 5 minutes, tells Clark she won't date him, then dips out.
That's fair.
And Johnny,
I was waiting for Jared to pick up on that one.
They should bring back the canceled Flash game. They can't.
No,
they can't because the studio's shut down and the publishers shut down.
There's no saving that.
Do a new Flash game. Yeah, that's been so long too. 360. That's how we're.
Tevia asked if we get an Injustice 3 announcement, the Game Awards, what roster we want. I don't want an Injustice 3.
Huh.
I don't want any more Injustice content, period, because that universe has done so much damage to Superman and Wonder Woman. It's ridiculous.
But what if they do a DC fighting game, but have it not be Injustice?
Have it not be Injustice. Destroy that universe.
I don't think you can do an Injustice without Kevin Conroy. That's what I'm
true too. I'm saying burn. I don't even want it to exist in the multiverse. Burn it. Have the Anti-Monitor show up and destroy just that universe.
Go on.
Yes. Go ahead, Jahit.
I will play devil's advocate here. The only way you could make an Injustice 3 work with Kevin Conroy's tragic passing is if you base it off the Injustice and Masters of the Universe crossover based off the Brainiac Superman ending. That way, Bruce has a reduced role. Damian ends up getting some redemption arc and everything from that crossover. That would be the safest option.
But they're not going to reduce Batman's role. They're not going to reduce it. He needs to be on the cover.
Or just cast Bruce Greenwood as Batman because he has the voice that's closest to.
It wouldn't be the same.
I know it wouldn't be the same, but let me put it this way: if you want an Injustice 3, Batman has to be recast because you can't reduce Batman.
Okay, I need to be. I'm going to have to be the blunt one here. Kevin Conroy is dead. Mm-hmm. It is tragic, but eventually we're going to have to move on. Eventually, there will have to be a new voice for Batman, and we need to accept that that there will be times where Batman is recast.
Yeah.
Like there is going to have to be a new main voice actor for Batman. It sucks, but we need to accept that reality.
This isn't like let me put it this way. The only time I think the only universe I think they cannot bring back because Kevin Conroy's dead is the DCAU, because he defined that universe. Injustice, because here's the thing. Eventually, all these other actors are gonna die eventually. What are we gonna do? We can never explore these universes again.
Yeah, I think DCAU is like, I will agree that is one sacred cow they can't touch, because Kevin Conroy is intrinsic to that universe. But Injustice, I think they could recast Batman and
get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, Nick, do you think they could recast Arkham Batman?
No.
Nick, do you think they could recast Arkham Batman?
I'm just going to say this. They're going to have to. Whether we like it or not, because Arkham is a brand that makes money. And if they do a new Arkham game, which I think is very likely, because the Arkham name will bring people in, they're going to have a new Batman.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, it's not a matter of whether I want it. Sorry, Teladia, go ahead.
I was going to say a couple of things. Firstly is, I agree with you, Nick, but I think at the same time, I think there's still a lot to explore from Arkham Shadow to Asylum. Yeah. There's a lot of exploration there. So they could make tons of console games there.
But eventually they're going to have to do a game post Suicide Squad, though.
Yeah. But I also believe as well, when it comes down to Injustice, yeah, I know bring another acting, that's great, but I don't think we're going to get an Injustice 3 straight away. No. Maybe like 3 years.
Oh, that's fair.
I think probably 2 years down the line, we'll probably get the Injustice 3 announcement, right? That is something I'm assuming because they're still doing the DLC for MK1. So, and Daniel, yes, we saw about the news. We're talking about it now. But what I'm saying is what David Zaslav needs to realize now is anything that Batman related is a part of. So let's say Injustice, let's say the Arkhamverse, let's say whatever it is, it will sell. It will sell regardless. Whether you like it or not, Jared, it will still sell. So,
yeah, it's like, but I guarantee you the next GC game that takes place in the Arkhamverse is going to have the word Arkham in it. Yeah, like the next actual game that's not in VR, because
like an Arkham Legacy or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because one of the many problems with Suicide Squad being in the Arkhamverse is it's not called an Arkham game. If it had been called like Suicide Squad Arkham or something like that, if you put that title in there, more people from the outside who didn't know anything about the game previous would have probably bought that game. Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
Thank you. I'm just gonna go ahead and disagree with you right there, Jay, because if they openly admitted that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was part of Arkhamverse from the beginning, not only would have it tanked the game, well, at least via the title, it would have derailed the Arkham brand as a name as well. So
they did.
I'm playing semantics here, but even with that being said, commercially speaking, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was bad. We can all admit that.
Yep. Yeah.
But even with that, I feel like if you are this one of two scenarios, either decanonize it and make Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League completely standalone, or do what Disney Star Wars did and just ignore it altogether, maneuver around it, which is more than likely what they're going to do. That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah, I think they're going to maneuver around it and maybe take some broad strokes like, oh, Batman's dead for good this time kind of thing. Because if they ignore it all entirely, you still have the Kevin Conroy question to deal with. It's actually more convenient to do it like with what Jay Heat was saying, and just like take some broad strokes and maneuver around it. Like one of the broad strokes is Batman's dead. Let's move on, kind of thing. Like you don't go in the particulars of it, so that way you can have like an Arkham Legacy with Damian kind of thing.
I had a better idea.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? What if they did an Arkham Shadow sequel? But they've introduced the Justice League early, so it can be decanonized from Suicide Squad. That way we can bring in the Justice League a little bit earlier, and that way they can build up to the Justice League game for future.
That can work. The other thing
yes,
that they can do going off of that, what they could do is yes, just say, okay, Brainiac invaded, and just say only Batman's dead. That we could still have like Superman and Wonder Woman and stuff.
So broad strokes.
Broad strokes, exactly. Then what you do is, yes, have Arkham Legacy, except have Dick Grayson be Batman and Damon be his Robin, doing the Grant Morrison like thing.
Okay.
Because that's what a lot of Batman fans really dig. So I think that would at least like put some goodwill in there.
Because decanonizing Suicide Squad just reintroduces the Kevin Conroy problem. If you do a broad strokes version, you can just say Batman's dead. Because when it comes to Arkhamverse, there are going to be people who if you recast Batman, that's going to be like, oh, you're just crapping on Kevin Conroy's legacy. Doing it this way, it kind of sidesteps that to a degree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Just keep it general. Because that way you don't have to like... Because they're never going to completely decanonize Suicide Squad, because that would be admitting they made a mistake. And these organizations and like these companies don't like to admit they made mistakes. Hence with the Snyderverse.
Jared, they made a mistake because here's the thing. They decanonized the Arkham movie and made Suicide Squad canon. You remember?
No, but here's the thing. That movie was always back and forth of whether or not it was canon to the Arkhamverse anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, but what I'm also saying is as well, like even Arkham Origins was like even questionable back in the day as well, because a lot of people were like, is it canon? Is it not canon? So there was all that confrontation there. But Jahi, go ahead. Go ahead, Jahi.
I feel like adding to your point, Teladia, it was Arkham, similar to what with Young Justice and those animated shorts in the 2010s. It's Arkhamverse adjacent, but it was never solidified as canon. Whereas with Young Justice, just about everything was adjacent or connected to it. For example, that Green Arrow DC showcase in 2010, and I believe Catwoman Hunt is considered Young Justice adjacent as well. I've never seen the movie myself, so I wouldn't know. But I heard there was a Talia reference towards the very end of that film, so I might watch it for that. But that'd be the only reason. But yeah, you definitely on the right track with that one, Teladia. Christopher Nolan.
But changing I think that's a good time for a topic change.
Yeah, I
Brown
agree.
Destroyer says Christopher Nolan said DC movies should not copy other movies like the MCU.
That's also what Zack Snyder said.
Yeah, I think that's kind of one of the problems that DC ran into is, and basically every other company that tried to build their own shared universe is, they tried to copy the MCU, but they never really understood what made the MCU successful.
I agree.
Because the thing about it is DC, for the most part, particularly modern DC, is known for like darker storytelling than Marvel. That's the way it works. Now, you could go too dark on that. That's true. But you can't put in Marvel humor into a DC movie. That's why Suicide Squad didn't work. That's one of the many reasons why the fan cut of Justice League didn't work. And that's one.
So dark and edgy. You think you're from a DC Universe movie?
Yeah, but yeah, that's one of the many reasons why I'm very like hesitant about James Gunn on Superman, because in my mind, when you're hiring people to creatively work on DC movies, if I were in charge of DC, if you worked on the MCU, like MCU movies, that should be a red flag. DC has to be separate in tone and feel from Marvel.
I mean, although let's be honest, if the Russo brothers wanted to work on DC, we'd let them.
That's one of the few examples, because here's the thing, they basically made like Marvel movies feel like DC movies. Like Infinity War and Endgame felt like DC movies,
or even like Civil War felt very DC like.
Yeah, so I would actually go with that. But Tavia says, I am wondering how you guys feel about Keanu Reeves researching Shadow the Hedgehog to get the character right. Well, of course he would do that.
I just
all he's got to do is watch the John Wick movies, because that's pretty much who Shadow is.
I mean, I just want to see a video of him playing Shadow the Hedgehog or watching some of those videos. Like, I just want to see his reaction to it. Like, I gotta fire my agent.
I would love if he makes if he does a mod that puts Shadow in the Terran tactical gun range course. All those videos on the internet are from of him doing the gun training, but it's just Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh no, even better. I get the PC version of Path of Neo, and I replace Neo with Shadow.
You're really showing your age tonight, Nick.
He does that every night. What are you talking about? You're acting like that's a rare thing. We all know he's old. Yeah, exactly. But I think that's a good place to leave it. This was a fun one. Teladia, where can we find you, and what have you got coming on your channel?
So this was a great stream. Thanks for having me on. You can check me out on YouTube at Teladia Plays. While coming up on my channel is I'll be doing next week. I'll be doing live reactions to Superman and Lois, and then Snyder Fans Read Comics returns with Absolute Superman, and we'll be discussing that next week. And then I might do some gaming streams this weekend as well, just to let you know, on Twitch. So,
all right, Heatman.
As for me, you can find me at JHeatBlaze or JHeat75. We are 10 subscribers away from the 300 milestone. So, and yeah, I have been pushed back a couple weeks, but you will get my reaction to the Velma Halloween special, followed by my Damian Wayne and Camu retrospectives before the end of the year. Those are guaranteed. But if you want me to watch the Velma in its entirety, you have to. I had, again, 300 subscriber special. If y'all can get me to that milestone for the end of the year. If not, I'll just react to something else. But either way, you'll get a reaction for the milestone. Wait, did Gotham Knights get pushed back? Because I think we were trying to plan a Halloween. Okay, all right, it's official. If we don't reach 300 before the end of the year, I'll just do part 2 of Gotham Knights instead. I think that's a fair compromise.
For the love of God, keep him there until the end of the year. By the way, Nick, Jay Heat, since you're approaching 300.
Thank you.
All right, so old man.
All right, so you can find me on Twitter. Just search the Phoenix Press. YouTube, search the same. I've been on a bit of a vacation this week because I wrapped up Screecher 3.
Blacker.
But I've been running hard this entire year. I deserve at least a little bit of a vacation. Whatever. So I'm heading back in the game tomorrow. We'll be doing the Friday Night Frenzy. We'll be talking all things Nintendo, the good, the bad, and the Nintendo Switch 2. On Saturday, we're continuing our playthrough of Ghostbusters, the 2009 video game. Been having a lot of fun with that one. And then next week, everything will return as normal.
All right. In terms of Comics League, this weekend we're going to be talking about Superman 2 and talking about the first time Superman killed Zod. In my mind, a little more brutal. For Super Wonder Legacy, Britt and I are going to talk about why the Death of Superman storyline broke Superman. And for Wednesday's video, I'm still thinking about what I want to do. In terms of the and obviously I'm doing the Superman the animated series with Nick. Actually, you know what? Next Wednesday I'm going to be doing my review of Absolute Superman. There you go. All right.
There you go.
Stay heroic, everyone. Remember, Lois Lane is Lois Lane. She belongs with General Zod. And actually, I have another one because Nick and I did a stream and people were shipping Lois with Bizarro.
Wait, what?
Oh yes, yeah. So we are going to. I'm trying to find the picture. Lozaro.
Lozaro.
Oh God, yeah. Who's the one who did that?
Bizarro.
Okay, now that one you just made up. That you just made up.
It's right here, dude.
Lozaro sounds better.
Lozaro. Zois, Macbeth, and Lozaro for life.
Mine was Bizarros. That was mine.
All right. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.